Hi everyone, and welcome to the first episode of a new series where I'm going to use arbitrage to increase my holdings on some testnet accounts. So I'll be using a Bitmex testnet in this series, where I'm going to turn one testnet Bitcoin into many Bitcoins. Now, why would you want to watch this? I will be using some principles which will be helpful in trading normal mainnet Bitcoin, although the opportunities here will be more severe than what you will see in real life. But you'll get some idea of the principles, you will see some good ideas for execution, and hopefully you will enjoy it. So let's crack on. As always, please like, comment and subscribe. Please see the links below, where you will see some links to free money and links to good account discounts. So please don't miss that. So let's get to work. So we have one testnet Bitcoin on our account, and let's look at all the contracts. So the true price of Bitcoin is 9,661, and this is the index price. The mark price is much higher, and this is because there is a premium. So there's a premium on the perp, there is a massive discount on the March futures, and the June future is probably at some small premium. Now this we could use if there is a good opportunity here, and we could just assume that the yen to dollar will stay the same. But as there is no opportunity here, there is no massive premium or discount, we can just skip that. Cardano only has one contract, so to make arbitrage we need a long leg and a short leg, so there is no opportunity here. Bcash the same, just one contract with some premium. EOS the same. Now ETH does have an interesting opportunity. There is a perp, a perpetual future, so a perpetual contract. This one doesn't trade at any premium pretty much, but this one has a massive premium with massive funding, so we'll exploit that. And there is another contract. This one is also trading at premium. So the goal is to go short this, long this. That will give us a long ETH USD exposure. This will give us short ETH exposure, and we'll be left with short USD BTC exposure, and we will hedge that with one of these contracts. So this one is the most undervalued. So what we'll be doing will not, well, hopefully it will not be affected by the Bitcoin price. So the price is 9688, and let's crack on. So the biggest opportunity is here on this perp. The funding is absolutely insane. If we saw that in real life, it would be arbed pretty much immediately. So we only have one corn, so the aim is not to get wrecked too quick. So let's get to it. So I always try to execute with post only. That gives you reduced fees. Fine. So let's see whether we can short that. Obviously nobody will execute into our order because the volume here is rather low. What was this spike? That was let's zoom up. So this spike here was 2k. Okay, so it's pretty obvious that nobody will trade into our offers. Now what's important is that there is convexity to this contract, because this is ETH USD, and the value of this position will change depending on the value of Bitcoin. So that's something to keep in mind, but yeah, let's get to it. So we have to market short, unfortunately. So that's 300 ETH, notional 90 grand. So we have around 10 grand, so we are already 10x leveraged. Fine, let's leverage up more. I think that should be alright. So we are 447 ETH short. so we need to get 447 ETH somewhere else. And where do we get that? How is the volume here? 10.02. So in a normal life I would put a limit order, but that's not going to be the case. Let's see whether we can get something, someone buy into our order. There isn't a bot which is capturing this, so I am afraid we'll just have to go like this. We'll have to buy 448 ETH this way. So we will pay some fees, but there's no other way around it. Okay, so how is our leverage? The good thing is that the mark price here protects us, so we have already made a lot of profit by shorting these contracts. Unrealized is already 100% gain. Awesome. So we are long 448 ETH, and that is notional. This will be more accurate, so that's 12.24 BTC short. Now, which is more true? So this contract, so now we need to answer the question, are we short 12.2 times so are we short 1800, or are we short? Oh, actually it's very similar. So we so the contract here is marked to the mark price. It's not marked to the. So this position, and the position value is marked to the true mark price, not to our purchase price. So the value of what we have is 118 grand. So let's go long, because these positions effectively give us an XBT USD short. So let's go long. So we have already identified that this is underpriced. Okay. So that's 100 grand. So we need 118 grand. That's okay. I wonder whether we'll get something filled. Nope, there isn't a bot that will fill our order. Fine. So let's execute into this. 11.7, but we need to go long 12.27. Fine, let's go. So that's, we can just market execute until we, oh, overload. Is that overload? No, that's not overload. We have done something wrong. Yeah, this is overload. What on earth is going on? Is Bitcoin on the move? It's not really, so there shouldn't be overload. Fine. So let's finish the arb. We can close this. 11.7, we can buy this. Let's close that. So we are at 12.1 and we need 12.27, so 0.17. That will be like 1.7k. Let's just market buy it and see where we are. Yeah, so we are slightly long corn. Fine, that's alright. So the account value has probably gone up. Yes, we have already made one Bitcoin on that. quite impressive, but we'll be making quite a lot on the funding as well. Should we leverage up? Yeah, I thought we'll be 10x leveraged, but given that we have another Bitcoin in our account value, we can open some more. So I think we can go double that, possibly. So this is this massively overpriced contract. Fine, let's short more. 40 grand, so we had 40 grand. What is our account stats? Position margin is 1.6. Shit. And wallet balance is 0.1. No, we cannot open much more. We will have to get wrecked on that position. That's an idea. So I'll start getting liquidated on some other contracts if I open too much more. So we have this is 0. Oh, this is 1 Bitcoin wallet balance. So available balance is 0.3. And there are some positions which can lose value. So particularly this position is at risk. So the mark price is 9. No, this is index price. This is the mark price. Okay, so I would be uncomfortable opening some more, but what we can do is we can get this position liquidated. So how about we go like that, because liquidation would be at close to mark price, while our entry price was much higher, so liquidation would be pretty good in our current position. Unfortunately, we would need the price to go up a lot for that. So the price would have to go to 289, and that's quite unlikely over the next short period of time. So we need that 0.3 BTC just to make sure that this and this position, this and that, they don't get deleveraged. So yeah, we are using our collateral really efficiently. Every 8 hours we'll be getting some massive funding, so we'll be getting 0.1 BTC every 8 hours. And our only goal is not to get deleveraged, so not to get liquidated on these two. I'm pretty comfortable that there will be no liquidation, so this is why I'll leave these account with no stops. Liquidation price is 8.5, here it's 2.6, and in 6 hours we are getting 0.1, which will give us way more funds to fiddle with. So it's not particularly safe to leverage up anymore. Leveraging up maybe 5k, 10k, would that be good? Probably not. So what are the chances of this dropping to 264? Let's have a look. They're pretty high actually. Yeah. Although not much would happen if we got liquidated, because this price is fairly stable. Like, it hasn't been stable over the past few days, past few weeks actually. So yeah, let's keep it this way. So let's wait until we get maybe 2 funding rounds, and then we can leverage up on the same trade, because it's really ripe for arbing it out. And then we'll just continue doing the same thing, because there isn't a better opportunity. There could be an opportunity with Ripple, as there are 2 legs. So this is minimally overpriced, and this is probably normally priced, but this is not really significant. These contracts, so the March contract is underpriced, and this is probably normally priced, so there isn't much up. Fine, so let's just leave it as it is, and we will see you in the next video. As always, please like, comment and subscribe, and have a look at the links below, which will give you some free money, and they will give you some discounts on many accounts. Thanks for watching.